it to the gym. Man, so I have to go upstairs to get to my gym. And I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm still moving slow. Going up those stairs before I've actually started moving my body. Ain't no joke. Keep going, cause whoo, it's tough. But we going. Okay, I made it in. It's cold, so I had to take off my jacket. But I made it up those stairs. I made it in the gym. Now, to prepare to get it in, I was a poet and I didn't even know it. But no. What are you doing to get you ready for your day? For your body moving? Are you moving your body? Because you know what? As my girl Rosie says, I'm making heifer moves. If you don't know what heifer means, that's boss lady. Let's go. Look at those. Look at those. This is before the pump. Keep that in mind. First, here's the check. Here's the check. This is before the pump again. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Before the pump. Y'all, if y'all ain't in a joyful mood, come on. What are y'all doing? What are y'all wasting? Why are y'all wasting? You know? The joy of the Lord is my strength. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I don't care that there's no one in this gym, because I'm in here. How about that? How about that? Let's go.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Happy Monday. I really like that video. I wanted to start out with that video. It's how I start my mornings. Thank you so much for being here. I'm trying, Miss Alice. Thank you for being here, Miss Alice. Hey, UK Medic. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Kevin, my attorney. Kevin, everybody in chat, as well as mods, love and respect. Guava, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I try to be a gym baby. I really do try. Thank you so much for being here. Gonzalo, thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit the like button for me. I truly appreciate you all. I am running two sides. I'm running the vertical and the horizontal, so some you won't see in each chat. Just depends on where you're at. Xenia, thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. Hit the like button. I truly appreciate you all. Anyone who stops in, happy Monday. Whatever time of day it is for you. Thank you so much. Miss Alice says, hi, hello everyone on the vertical side. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate everyone for stopping in. You know, I wanted to say something. I am I'm very, very spontaneous type of person. You probably wouldn't think so, but I really am. I think if I plan too much, I get nervous. And if I kind of do it on the fly, I think I work better. Actually, I feel better. I don't know why. I just wanted to say that because I really didn't plan this, too long. Um, I thought about it and planned it, today. So not everyone knows about it or, is kind of just, I don't know. That's something like I just work better that way. I'm that type like, hey, let's hit the road. I just don't do too much planning. I feel so much more comfortable doing things on the fly. I don't know. I said what I said. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, and that's the whole thing, UK. It's best to just be natural. And I feel better like that. Like, I don't know. It really is. Buenísima de muerdo. I'm not sure. Buen, buenísima. Thank you so much. I know that means good. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gonzalo. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I said what I said. Thank you so much. Go with me, go with the flow. Yeah, and it feels so much better like that for me. It really does. It really does. I don't know. And it's just, I mean, I just, let's be real, I mean, that's why I use that on my on my I really, that's what I am. Like, I don't like fake. I've said it so many times. I don't like fake. I'm not here trying to be fake. Hey, Misha Bless, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate you. I saw you. You were in Walmart getting groceries earlier. I hope you got all your groceries. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't. I last time I was live, I didn't do the vertical and the horizontal, but this time I went ahead and tried it. I said, let's. Why not? Why not? You know. But yeah. So that's why I wanted to come on here because I uh I had been starting this year. I started series called Transparent Talks, and if you caught even one of my transparent talks, for me it was basically um sharing my journey and being transparent about it and sharing not just my journey, right, but sharing just pieces of my journey and everything behind it. And it's mainly like my intro says, I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally, physically, everything that puts together what I've gone through in my life as my journey. And that's why I'm here. I truly just want to share some. I know a lot of people will tell you and say, it's not good to share everything. And I'm not, I'm literally trying to, for me, I'm trying to share some of my journey so I can help someone else. And that is my true reason. And that's why I think I don't involve myself too much with negativity and things like that because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to entertain negativity. I'm not here to, you know, include it in my world, in my circle. So it's me trying to share some light and help someone else with even an inkling of what I've gone through or what I've, tried to learn throughout my 50 plus years on this earth. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, so that's what my transparent talks was. And I've said it a lot. It was very, very heavy for me. It was it's very emotional for me because it's me, right? And that's what I'm sharing. I'm not here to be fake for nobody. I'm not here to fake it till I make it. I'm here. And I do use it honestly. I use it all my platform. I use it to inspire someone else, and that motivates me. Literally, it motivates me to try to inspire someone else, and that's why I've always said, even if it's one person, even if it's one person. So, um, keep it respectful, Gonzalo. I can understand it, but hopefully no one else can understand. Okay. But I understand it because I speak Spanish and English. Okay. And I read it. I'm very fluent. But just that I'm just going to leave that there. I know I saw UK Medic, my wildlife videos will be slightly limited. A fox ran off with my camera. Are you joking? Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. What kind of fox? You're not talking about your wife. I don't know. I hope you're joking, but UK Medic, you're something else. But your videos are great. Your videos are great. I remember I even went on your panel one time so you could teach me a little bit of editing. And I will tell you, not so much of editing, but I've really really um, gotten better and gotten better at creative design this year. Um, Not so much editing per se, but creative designing, that I found is my niche. It's something that I enjoy doing. I'm very, very, I keep attention to detail, and that's what, helps you in doing creative design. So it's something that I've really enjoyed learning and just perfecting this year. That's something that I'll leave the editing for others like like yourself. No, I had it set up and he found it and ran off with it in his mouth. You are serious? Oh my goodness, for real? Oh my God. UK, for real. Wow. Nate, the great podcast. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Marlene Motivates, thank you for being here. Hi, honey. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Like 11, the if you haven't already, I would totally appreciate if you went ahead and gave me a thumbs up. Gonzalo, did you give me a thumbs up? Me dices una. Did you give me a thumbs up? I don't know if you already left, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yes, if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. UK, I am still. Oh, I'm so sorry. I appreciate. Thank you so much for being here. Survival, my superpower. Yes, Nestos. Thank you so much. I was really distracted with Gonzalo's message there that I can read because you know, it's in Spanish, but I apologize, Nestos. Thank you so much for being here. She's saying hello to everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry, I truly am sorry, Nestos. But yeah, thank you so much. I am still like, wow. Okay, Misha was saying blessings, everyone. I'm cooking, hands busy. I'm listening. Oh, okay, thank you, Misha. Yes, I knew you were getting your groceries earlier. I'm here cooking for my hubby. Oh, okay. Get that's good. That's good. That's good. That's awesome. 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 But yes, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Nestos. Thank you. Survival is my superpower. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. But like I was saying, that's why I was calling this Let's Keep It Real, because that's how I work better. I truly do. just keeping it real, not faking the funk. I mean, and I've said it all the time. I mean, I just, I don't like fake, I really don't. It doesn't do anything for me. And I'm not, I'm never here to be fake, so that's why I didn't really plan this today. But if you haven't noticed yet, it's pinned at the top. I did, that's, yes, that's why we love you, Joe. Thank you so much, Marlene. I appreciate you. I truly do. I truly do. I thank you for everything everyone feeds into others, Um, like I mentioned earlier, I actually got on UK Medic's panel one time. He is a great video editor, and he was kind enough to share, some of his knowledge, and just things that you learn from each other. I mean, that is like super awesome to me. Purple Heart Podcast, thank you so much for being here. That's the algorithm. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you for being here, Just Jay. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Like I mentioned, I didn't plan this, but I wanted to mention real quick, I did have a verse of the day that I do want to read, because my transparent talks, I am very transparent. I am very transparent about my faith, and that's what's kept me going. That's what's kept me going. I don't shy away from it. I'm no one here judging anyone. I've never made it a point to judge anyone. Um, I've never made it a point to judge anyone. Never made it a point to push anything on anyone else. I am simply just sharing a piece of me, and being transparent, that includes my faith. Okay. So I want to today just read my verse of the day that I want to share. And it is pinned at the top of both vertical and horizontal. So, but I want to read it for you all. And it is, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And that comes from 2 Corinthians 12:9, and that's out of the King James Version Bible. And my reason for sharing this is because I don't come on here claiming to be the strongest person. I have faults. I'm not anyone that doesn't have any faults at all, but my strength is made perfect in my weakness. The weakness that I do have, and I share transparently with you all, being honest and open about it, that gives me strength. And he gives me strength through that. He honors that. He doesn't see, like anyone else could see, faults in me sharing my transparency, but he doesn't, because I'm sharing my true self. And so that is why I chose this, because I want you all to know that you don't have to try to be anyone that you're not. You don't. Live honestly who you are. And I've said this all the time. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm only trying to be better than I was yesterday. My only competition is me. Literally. I am only trying to be better than I was even 5 minutes ago. I'm trying to pick up my big curl panties and trying to be better. And I'm here trying to tell you, you don't have to try to prove yourself to anyone, be better than anyone, compete with anyone. It's not about you against the world. It's you against you. It's you, me against who I'm watching in the mirror. That's what it is. That's what it is. And we put so much weight on ourselves trying to compete with everyone else. That puts too much stress on you. That puts too much stress on you when you're trying to be fake. When you're trying to be fake and you're trying to be like everyone else, or you see someone else wearing something and you want to look better than them, or you want to have what they have, just realize. I had to a long time ago realize that what is for me, no one else can have it, baby. No one else can have what is mine. What God has for me, what is destined for me, I got to go out and get it because it's mine. It's already yours. It's already yours. So we may take some detours and some wrong turns, and we may not always get everything right? But it doesn't mean that you can't go out and get what is destined for you. And here's why. Because you still have breath. That's the key. As long as you still have breath, as long as you're able to still see me, there's still chance. I mean, there's still a chance. As long as you can still give me the time of day. I mean, I'm really making it layman's terms. I know. I'm really breaking it down. But that's how simple it comes down to. That's how simple it breaks down. As long as you can still get up and go, keep going. As long as you still have the ability to do the things that not everybody has. And here's another thing. You never know. I know there's people out there that try to throw a wrench into that, your day to day. I know, because they do it to me. Okay. Whether it's on the road, whether it's on the sidewalk, whether it's in the hallway at work, not everybody's in a cheerful mood, right? I started out my intro with, if you're not trying to live with some joy in your life, what are you doing? Why are you wasting it? And I get it. Not everybody has that, oh, let's get it, right? I get it. Not everybody has it, but you know what? You don't know what they're going through. You don't. You don't know why they got that attitude of funk. You don't know why they just can't get it together. Or even if they give you a bad smirk, it's not what we have a tendency of doing. And I'm talking to me, okay? What we have a tendency of doing is taking things personal. Immediately, we'll take it personal. If somebody looks at us a certain way, if we see someone and they just kind of frown or they kind of make a face, we take it personal immediately. And that is where I believe we immediately start going to the wrong direction. When we take personal something that we see from someone else, it's not always personal, especially if they're not directing, even if they are directing, right? Because a lot of times they're just taking something out on you, whatever. Like, for instance, in school, when I was in school and I had, a little girl that was treating me like funk or whatever, right? She was treating me ugly. That little girl, could have probably had something going on at home and she brought that with her. Or before she got out of the car that morning, she was, somebody got after her because she did something wrong. So when she gets out of the car and she comes to school, she's not in a good mood. So whoever crosses her path, right? She's taking it out on me. But I was that little girl that I wasn't thinking that way, right? I just saw the way she was treating me once she came into school. But that's why I tell you, it goes into adulthood. It's the same thing. You don't know what someone else is going through. You don't know what they just went through with their husband, their mom, their dad, the person that they crossed the street with, or crossed, you know, they're taking it out on you more than likely just because of whatever is going on in their circle, in their life. So we can't take everything personal, even if they do come at you, right? We need to make it a point to just block everything that people say to us. I'm not saying to let people step all over you. No, at all. But we control us. I control me. I control whom I allow have access to me. That is the main thing. And we have to control that. We have to control how we react. We have to control, because that's what makes us, it will try to take your joy. And joy is what we can grasp onto. I could easily be in a bad mood right now because I don't know what's coming up ahead, right? And I could just be very uneasy because I don't know what the road in front of me is gonna, where it's taking me. I don't know, right? Because I haven't been there yet, but I know someone who has, because that's who I put first in my faith. Like I mentioned, I'm putting my faith first. And so as long as I live by faith, then I don't have anything to not be joyful of. As long as I'm still able, as long as I still have a chance to keep trying and keep going. I hope that makes sense. I don't even know why I'm saying all this, but I saw some people come in that I haven't greeted, and I want to greet you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, hold on. I wanted to read. UK says, God certainly has taken care of me. I had an incident where I moved my car from my usual spot just minutes before an SUV came off the road, took out a metal barrier. If I had not moved, I would be dead. I remember you sharing that, and you're very true. And I think you even shared some video of where that was, right? I think you even did that. Yes. I am so glad that, and a lot of times you don't know why you do the things that you do. You don't know what would have happened if you wouldn't have done what you just instantly, thought of going and moving your car, and that SUV running off the road, and you would have been right there, and the thing is, we have to listen to the things that give us, that's like that sixth sense in a way. I believe it's God guiding us. It's he protects us from things we don't even know about. Sometimes you don't even know what could have happened if you hadn't moved, right? It just so happened you were that medic, that was, I believe, right? If I'm correct. But me being there, I saved his life and called for more assistance. Exactly. And I remember you sharing that. That's awesome. I'm so thankful for you too. It's just wonderful. And A lot of, hey, Janice, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. She's saying hello to everyone. I could write a book. Yes, I know you could. He's a retired medic, in the UK. So, um, me being there, okay, yes, I went back. Sorry. Um, Everyone's saying thank you, thank you, Miss Alice. I appreciate it. Tim Windsor, thank you so much for being here. Huge hugs. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. He's saying hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did I miss anyone? Smack those thumbs up, people. Let's show Joe some love and support. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. He's saying hi to you, UK. Thank you so much. Hey, bestie. There's my bestie. Yeah, I was telling them that I work so much easier on just I'm very spontaneous, and my bestie knows I'm very spontaneous, and I kind of sent him a message and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go live," but I didn't want to bother him. He's been very, very busy, working so much. Yeah, stop rambling on, Joe. Whatever. Hey, Jen J, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Whatever, UK. My bestie's greeting everyone. Thank you so much. Jen J in the building. I don't think I've ever seen, well, maybe. Thank you so much. He meant Janice. Janice. He meant Janice. He's just, he's probably just waking up. He's been working crazy hours. Yes, he protected me and my family. To God be the glory. Yes, ma'am. To God be the glory. Thank you so much for being here, Tasharia. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. Joe, sorry I wasn't. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Honestly. Miss Vaughn, thank you so much for being here, dear. Vaughn the madam. Yes. I caught your live earlier, by the way. Well, the replay. The replay. I'm liking on vertical and horizontal. Yes, you can go and like on both sides, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew that. But because I'm running both vertical and horizontal, there's a like on both, like you have to go, and I know a lot of you go live, but you can go like on both, and that'll be great. Thank you so much, Just Jay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pothead Chronicles, salute chat. Hope Thrive and Glows has a good Christmas. I hope you do too. I really do. I truly do. Thank you so much. Madam Chill. What is it? Sorry for misspelling Janice. That's why I was letting her know. I pretty much figured. Yeah, in both. Thank you, UK. I appreciate it. But was I right, UK? I remember you sharing, if I'm not mistaken, I think you shared actual pictures of that crash site that you dodged pretty much in the UK when you were working. You moved your vehicle and then there was a crash, right? I think I remember seeing pictures, or I don't think it was video. I think it was pictures of the site, right? I think I did once on your panel. But yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, a lot of times I want to mention, like, a lot of times we have testimonies that we can share of times that we know we've been saved, we've been, but a lot of times we think that because it happened once, it couldn't happen again. But it could. It will. As long as we keep putting him first, as long as we keep faith, as long as we keep going in the direction that we are going in. And why? It's video, okay, of the incident is on my channel. Okay, the day God was smiling down on me. Card cam and body cam footage. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if it was still or if it was an actual video. Yes, I remember seeing it. That's why I was saying. I do remember. Um, but and we sometimes think that, oh, it happened once and it could never happen again. But that's that's why we are here, so we can share those testimonies, and we can, I mean, and that's why I share. That's why I'm not trying to ramble on, but I'm trying to share a little bit. And and it is very, very it's very heavy for me because it is very transparent, for me. I'm very real. And that's why I say, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep going. And sharing a little bit about ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with coming out here. And I say that because a lot of people try to make me feel like I shouldn't be. Okay. But one of the things that I remember when people try to tell me or make me feel some kind of way because I'm being transparent about my life, one of the things I go back to and I remember, and I don't let people make me feel bad, because here on earth, there was one person that I always wanted to make proud of me here on this earth. I'm sure we all have at least one person, at least one. And for me, it was my dad. Okay. My dad, as a single dad, raised me. And he eventually remarried. And it was me and my brothers, and he remarried. But it was my dad that never, if you think about in your life, I hope you have at least one person that hey, Foxy, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Queen, and everyone. She's saying hello to everyone. But I hope in your life, whoever it is, I hope you can think about at least one person that you can think about in your life that never, ever gave up on you. And that, for me, was my father. And just that's that one person that I can definitely say he never gave up on me. And he was the one person that I always tried to make proud of me, or that was my goal, right? It was always, I want to make my dad proud. And later in my adult life, I shared with him that I never felt, I was already in my 40s, and I felt that I never made him proud. I felt as I was younger, I shared with him that I always felt that he was proud of my brothers growing up, but he wasn't proud of me. And I'm glad that I shared that, because you don't know how other people feel unless you're honest and you tell them, right? And especially men, according to my dad shared with me that men, this is something my dad taught me, or literally, he said to me, men don't think in the gray area. Men, it's either black or white. They don't read between lines. They don't, they don't try to figure out, if you don't say it, it doesn't exist for a man. And this was my dad trying to teach his daughter about men as an adult. Okay. I was way in my adulthood, and that's what he told me, right? And men don't show emotions. Some men. I've met some men that show too much emotion, but I guess it depends on where they've been in their life, right? But you're right, Misha. A lot of men, and my father was that way. He didn't show a lot of emotions. Those manly men, Hey, Scorpio Mama, thank you so much for being here. Joe in chat, she's saying hello, thumbs up. Thank you so much. But and he's exactly correct. The great Raul. That was my dad. Um, my dad. That's what he told me once. He was asking me. He always felt at the end of of his life, he felt that he knew where my destiny was, right? And so he was talking to me, trying to school me on so much, so to speak. And but so we were literally talking, and it was great that I got to, um, learn that part of my father um, as an adult, right? But yeah, he was trying to let me know. He said, if there's something that you feel and something that you want, and you feel that that is the direction that you want, you need to share that. But once you share it, and I'm telling y'all, he said, but once you share it, you leave it alone and you leave it to God, right? And once you share it and you voice it, then it's up to God, right? And you don't touch it. You leave your hands, you let it go. Because, like I shared earlier, what's for you, what's for your destiny, it doesn't matter really what you want, it's what God wants for you. And that's what my dad was trying to teach me, you know? But like I said, he was telling me about men, and he was telling me, men don't, they it's either black or white, and they don't read in between, So he was always just teaching me and letting me know, how to handle. Yeah, you can't generalize. True, And the other thing, if you give too much detail, they just get lost in the shuffle, because a lot of times women are the ones that are more detail oriented. And I know this world is going to try to, how do I put it, gray the lines, right, by gender change and all these things. I'm not here to judge anyone. You choose. I'm talking about what I was taught. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about. I've been openly devastated when I lost a patient. And yes, and there's nothing wrong with having those emotions and being devastated and dealing with that, because we all deal with those things, right? And whether you're a man or a woman, right? And openly deal with everything that you go through. Um, that doesn't mean that you're wrong. But a lot of times it was a great thing that my dad gave me that foundation of understanding, you know, um, understanding the opposite sex, basically, or the other people. I mean, from a woman to a man, because we were made completely different, and for reason, because we were helpmeets. We were to help each other, not compete against each other, not to, be here trying to be better than they were. And if they failed at something, we were brought here to try to help them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that was the one person I was always trying to make proud of me. And I shared with him that I always felt that he was proud of my brothers and not I. But I actually voiced that to him. And when I voiced it to him, he said, "Well, I'm glad you brought that up to me. I didn't know you felt that way. How would he have known?" Right? And a lot of times we grow up thinking one way, and it's our perception of how they feel about us, but it doesn't mean that that's how they feel, right? But I'm just glad that as an adult I was able to have that conversation with my dad, and he shared with me that's not the case. And especially as an adult, I know a lot of us, I'm a parent now, and I always feel like I want to make sure the way I live today, as a single mom for my son, I want to make sure that I guide him in the way that maybe I wasn't, or the things that I learned along the way. And it would have been easier if I would have been taught, say, about finances. And in school, we didn't have a financial class, um, how to budget, how to invest, things like that, right? And so those kind of things I always live trying to teach my son, because I think, man, if I would have been taught how to invest when I first started in the, working, I would have invested better at the beginning, right? So anyway, that's just examples of why I do the things that I do today. Well, it was the same with my father, you know, and we got to actually discuss about how he truly felt, you know. And along the way, he let me know. He's like, I think it was about 5 years. My dad has been gone 2.5 years now. He's resting, and he's no longer dealing with the chaos of this world, which which is that's how I view it today, because I don't want to live sad that I don't have him. I literally think about he's no longer dealing with all the chaos of this world that I'm dealing with. He no longer has to feel like he's in a twilight zone like I feel every day with everything, with politics and everything. Whew, my dad would have blown a gasket by now. But so but it's been 2.5 years, and so I always think, I know things happen for a reason. That's the way I live. I know things happen for a reason. And it's just, it was something else being able to talk to him and discuss with him. And it was about 5 years prior to his passing that he said to me one day, because I was still always, my dad was my rock. My dad was the person that I knew if I was in a bind, my dad could, you know, um, give me advice, or, I was always going to my dad. And he one day was very blunt and said, Joe, I want to make sure that when I'm no longer here, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to take care of yourself. Because he had 4 girls. Um, and I was the only one not married. So you kind of figure, there's not a man in my life that he knew was always going to be there to have my back. And so he couldn't say that, but he wanted to make sure that, and that's what he was sharing with me. I want to make sure that when I'm no longer here, you're going to be able to take care of yourself. You got this. So you need to get it together. In other words, not always going to his aid, or his, running to daddy, right? And I think that was the major turning point for me, literally, because it's like you don't think about those things all the time. You don't think like one day my daddy's not going to be here anymore, or whomever is your go-to person um, as you're growing up, right? But that was the turning point for me when I had to stop and realize, I got to get it together, and I got to make sure that I am going to be okay, right? I'm not trying to rely on anyone. Um, and it's the same for me today. It's the same thing for me today. I can't um, be crying, so to speak, if no one is there. And I think that's why I like to live spontaneously. You know, I really do. I really believe that. I wanted to read some UK Medic. I always wondered if that was a problem for the medical field. I'm late. I'm busy filling Christmas orders. No, it's okay, Scorpio. Thank you so much for passing by. Very much so. I said, in the business of preserving life, a loss is a failure. And that's very true. I mean, people, not everybody could do it, right? Because there's a lot of heartache in everything that you see, that you go through. And some people can handle it better than others, in my opinion, I think. Alice, I got the material, the Cowboys and Redskins. It's going down, boo. All right. Leo, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. TV Adventure. Hello, friend. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Miss Alice saw your message, Scorp. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, UK doctors have such a poker face when delivering the information to people regarding risk and when people can't be saved. Man, and I can't even imagine it, right? I can't imagine. Look at SBK. Alice, your Washington football team. He has to be poking at someone. Look at that. Doctors and paramedics are a different breed. Not a big fan of doctors. There you go. They are a different breed. They're gonna lose. Your Washington team. See, he has to start. He had to start, Miss Alice. There he is. Starting. I was an advanced trauma medic on the helicopter. Yes, sir. I should have waited to put in my order, SBK. Ah, I agree, Joe. Yes, this world is a mess. Oh, yes, ma'am. And that's why I think about that. I think about, man, he's not here dealing with it. I love the way doctors get you to sign a waiver before surgery when they tell you you could die in surgery. I said what I said. For real, right? And you got to sign that waiver away. I started the mess, Joe. Oh, did you? Hello, Joe and everyone. Hey, Cherokee. Thank you so much for stopping in. If y'all haven't already, hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. Your bestie's a troublemaker, Joe. Oh, yes, he is. He loves it. He loves it. Um, Her Siegfried. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is my first time in your live stream, and I live out here in Frankfurt, Germany. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you so much. I've seen you in other chats. I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't go live all the time, and then I'm very spontaneous on my lives too, as I was mentioning today. Yep, you sign the waiver, then they tell you you might die in surgery. I know, right, UK? Isn't that crazy? And they get you to sign that before you go in, but if you don't sign it, then you don't get your surgery. Yeah, it just makes no sense. But and that's the whole thing, they make you feel like they have no heart, and I can't say they don't, right? But they don't share with you that they have any. But you hope, I do. I always, growing up, my elders and my family on one side of the family, they didn't believe in doctors. They didn't believe in medicine, right? And they were faith based, and they were, if you get my drift, they wanted to just believe that you could pray it all away. And even today, I truly believe, God made the doctors too. God put, I pray, for their hands to be steady for, when you're going into surgery, right? If they told me before, I wouldn't sign it. uh, I'm well, thanks, sir. How are you? Um, Doing good, thanks, Sig. How are you? It's great to have you here. Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Be right back. I'm doing good. My mother finally got released from the hospital. She was in there for almost 3 months. Oh, Sig, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope she's doing so much better. I get healing herbs from a Native American reservation. And I truly believe in holistic healing. I truly do also. Everything I try to do organic and herbs, and I'm going to go to that first. What's a home remedy before anything else? But I don't completely turn away. It's not something that, that I want to um, completely not believe in. In other words, I truly believe God made, you know, he's put all of this for a reason, especially healing ourselves with food, healing ourselves with herbs, healing ourselves, it matters of how we take care of ourselves, because whatever I'm doing today, whatever I'm investing in for myself today, it's not going to happen overnight. It's something I'm investing today for tomorrow, right? It's going to make me better tomorrow. It's going to make me better to come. And with if something's happening to me today, it didn't happen because of what I did yesterday. It happened from what I did in my 30s, so to speak. How I lived my life. And so that's the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to, you know, that's what I believe. I'm doing good. My mother finally, okay, I saw that part. My mother is 79 years old and she has Parkinson's and dementia. I I get it. That's amazing. Danke. I think that's thank you. Is that correct? Sick. They work. I hadn't been sick in 2 years now. That's awesome, Cherokee. That's great. I worked with the Native American Air Ambulance in Apache Junction, Mesa, Arizona for 2 years. That's awesome. So you did live, you were here in the States too, UK? Used to fly out to the reservations. That's awesome. UK. Yes, danke means thank you in German. Okay. I think the one I learned was good morning, which I mean it just escaped how to say it. Guten Morgen. I probably I think that's I probably could write it better than say it, but I think that was the one that I had learned how to say good morning in German. I think. I don't know if I was right. Tell me if I was right. Yes, you said it correct. Ah, thank you. I yes, my condo used to overlook the superstition mountains. Ah, okay. I have family near Germany, the Netherlands. Ah, Janice. See, that's awesome. You said it correct. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I but yeah, I was just, wanting to come on and share just a little bit before the end of this year. I was talking about I had been having my transparent talks. It was a series that I was using as a way of me sharing about myself and about my journey. And when I started it out by sharing where it all began, and for me, this is actually, and I wanted to come on here also because it's been 20 years now. I literally, when I invested and decided that I was gonna just, yes, sir. Okay, be right back. When I invested and said that I was going to get a handle of my health, that's when I decided that I needed to take care of it because I found myself at 30 years old and over 525 pounds. I believe that that was my top recorded weight. I've shared before, I believe I was much heavier than that, but that's the recorded weight I was able to get. Thank you so much for stopping in, Sirius S. I appreciate it, First Lady. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Um, but yes, so I decided in my early 30s that, and it's been 20 years now. It's been 20 years. Yes, I am celebrating. I literally am celebrating. And I have just a little bit longer that I can celebrate, that it's been 20 years. It was 2005 when I decided I needed to invest. It was also my dad that always told me, Joe, you need to get a handle of it now. You need to start dealing with it now. Because again, like I mentioned, what you do now is what will help you for your future, health wise, and anything. Any seed you plant now, it's not going to grow, it's not going to blossom at this moment. You got to plant it, you got to water it, you got to nurture it, right? So my dad was my biggest cheerleader, and he would always let me know, you got to do it now. And so it's been 20 years for me. And so that's why this year I decided I wanted to go and share. I want to give transparent talks, and I just want to share a little bit. I've said it all the time. Even if I can help one person, even if you can get one person can get something, because it's not all just about weight loss. Say good job says good job with the weight loss. I did a gastric bypass surgery. I lost a lot of weight from it. I did it 3 years ago. That's awesome, Sig. That's exactly the surgery I had. I had it 20 years ago now. And I'm blessed and grateful. Thanks. How are you? Thank you so much. Um, that's exactly the surgery I had, Sig. I had that surgery 20 years ago now. I've had a lot of transformation within that time frame. It's been 20 years for me, and that's why I come on here, Sig. I just want to try to share a little bit of my journey, because for me, Sig, it wasn't for me. It wasn't all just about weight loss. Um, at that point, I thought it was. I'm not saying I started out knowing this though. But in my journey, I realized that I had to try to get to the root cause of why I was 30 years old and I was over 500 pounds. I had to try to figure out what got me here, you know, because I found that it wasn't just about the surgery. The surgery was not a means of survival or a means of that's all I had to do, and it was going to change it all for me. And so what I had to step back and realize is working on the inside. And so that's why I share what I share. Candy Cane Lane, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, dear. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you being here, dear. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had to do that surgery. I had sleep apnea. So did I. And I was diabetic, and I had high blood pressure, and I had fatty liver, but the bypass surgery did wonders for me. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And it's so good when you can turn all that around. And it improves everything that you had going, that was wrong. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here, Lisa. I appreciate it. I thought of you earlier because I was talking about um, trying to learn things and trying to improve ourselves, and I thought of you when I was saying that, because Lisa's someone that I look towards to try to, learn about investing and things like that. Thank you so much for subbing up, Candy. I appreciate it. Um, so I thought of you, Lisa. I just wanted to let you know. But Sig is talking to saying, "How are you doing, Candy?" Um, but yes, and I was talking about, that's why 20 years ago, I started. I realized it wasn't the surgery for me. At the time, I had sleep apnea. That's the issue I had. And I'm so proud of you, Sig. I'm so thankful that has turned all of those things around for you. Um, what I realized though, it wasn't something that was just easy, and that was gonna be a fix for all. I had to learn to make it a lifestyle change. I had to learn that, because I was always a big girl. There's other people who weren't big their whole life, or they weren't, they just got big for, because of pregnancy or things that happened in their life, right? But me, I grew up and I was overweight from a child. And so I had to learn to be healthy. I had to learn again how to eat healthy. I really never had learned how to eat healthy. I never learned what I could do as far as working out or being healthy physically. I didn't know how to do that. So that is something that I've learned throughout these 20 years of what I like to do. That's one thing I want to mention to you all. It's not about the gym. It's not about riding a bike. It's not about doing weights. It's not about, it's whatever gets you healthy, find something that you enjoy doing. That's what I had to learn. It's what do you enjoy doing? Because living an active lifestyle is what is going to sustain longevity. Okay. And so nobody can be out. I know everybody says, oh, I hate going to the gym, or I hate doing cardio, or I hate riding a bike, or I hate the treadmill. But you can find something that you enjoy doing and is active. You know, that's what I tell my son today. And I'll be honest, a couple of years ago, we bought our kids the virtual reality mask. And those I've never actually personally used one. I don't I really refuse to put it on my face. And my son is actually, I hear him out there, using it now. But there's they when you're using a virtual reality, if some of you have used it, I know some have, you put it on and you feel like you're in that, whatever you're in. It's a 3D thing or whatever, right? You feel like you're in that game of, or whatever, virtual reality, right? And my son loves video games. So when we bought him that, gets into that virtual reality thing, and he plays certain games that he's playing, and he goes out there and he's acting like he's boxing, like he's sword fighting, but it's active, right? It's keeping him active. He loves doing it. And I tell him all the time, like, he comes out of that room when he's using that thing and he is drenched in sweat. But that's him being active, right? As long as it's keeping you heart healthy and it's getting your blood flowing and pumping, that's active. That's activity. So I always want to encourage, it's not just about what I like doing or what someone else likes doing. Find what you like to do. Somebody the other day was talking about they liked swimming. And when I tell you, that's where I started swimming, because I was so heavy. I spoke of being over 500 pounds, and I I started swimming because my knees couldn't take me being on a treadmill. My knees or my legs, they couldn't take, walking long distances. So I started in the pool, because you feel light as a feather in a pool. But when you get out and you actually did some activity in there, your entire body will feel it. And you will. Even if you don't know how to swim, though, you can be in a pool and just do walking exercises and you'll feel that. And move your arms under the water. You'll feel the resistance like you never have if you've never tried it. Hey, young Rios, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. I like walking to stay active. Yes, and that's great, and but there's some people who will tell you they don't like to walk. And that's, you know, but also there's some people who have feet problems or have knee problems, and honestly, I'll tell you, because of the weight that I've carried once upon a time, it caused problems with my knees, right? And so I can't always do all the activities that someone else can do. Or, and we talked about this the other day. My bestie and his sis have a podcast, Tap In Podcast. If any of you, you know, have missed that Tap In Podcast, they were talking about wellness and talking about, and somebody mentioned hip thrusts, and my bestie is not a fan. But then again, I think it's more for women, that women do the hip thrust. It works your hips, it works your glutes, it works, your upper, your midsection, right? But for me, it's a good way for me to be able to work my midsection because of my knees. Because I have, first of all, because of all the weight that I carried, and I carry because I have osteoarthritis in my knees. So I can't go down to the ground doing what do you call, like, deadlifts, or what do you call it, SBK, um squats, doing squats and stuff, which, until I get my quads or my upper thigh area, until I get that upper thigh muscle strong enough where the strain is not on my knees, I can't do squats very easily. It would strain my knees. And so you have to first of all find what you enjoy doing, as long as you're staying active. You also have to find what is easy, or you can find alternative methods of doing exercises that are good for you, work for you. Not, just because someone else doesn't, it's not good for someone else, it doesn't mean that it's not good for others. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, we have to find what works for us, and whatever works for you, and what you enjoy doing, and what keeps you wanting to do it because you feel good. And here's the other thing. I do enjoy going to the gym now. Now, it's not easy all the time getting there, but I remember once I leave, I feel so much better. So even though I do like it, I love the way it feels going there. I love to, it's not always easy getting to the gym, although I love it, but I do remember how good I feel after the fact. How good, how I feel, like, proud, proud. I feel my blood is flowing, my blood is pumping, and I feel so much better. But it's not something that's always real easy for me to do. But it is something, excuse me, it is something that I do enjoy doing, honestly. Not everybody does, I know. I think my girl has said what I said, she does not. But she's dedicated to try to do that. I just had ACL knee surgery 10 months ago. See, and you have to wait for it to heal. Hey, Selena, 3 times. Thank you for being here, girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you don't like it, bestie. I do hip thrusts often. Yes, Selena. Joe. Hi, Cherokee. Joe, I do run from feet. He has this phobia of feet, y'all. But you know what's so crazy? I enjoy the rolling machine. Yes. Um, it's crazy how some people have phobias of feet, but there's some people who will pay you for a picture of your feet. For real. I take it easy on weights because I have back problems because of my inner curved spine. Yes, exactly. Yes, and take it easy, young Rios. Take it easy. I go walking a lot with my Rottweilers. They are big dogs. They give me a good workout, and I'm starting going to the gym. Oh, that's good. That's good. And yes, but you got to be careful. Like if those Rottweilers, I know you're probably a tall, big man. I mean, a tall, strong man is what I mean. Okay. But those Rottweilers, I don't think I could be able to walk them. That's the point of what I was trying to say. Brooklyn Beauty TV, thank you so much for being here, dear. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, Joe. Sometimes I give attitude on the way to the gym. I take it out of the gym. Hey, that's good. But be careful, young Rias. Just be careful. Just be careful. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. Thank you so much. If a foot touches me, I throw up. Ay, Dios mío. And he's talked about that in chats before, y'all. He had me crying. When I was 19, I used to have knee problems. I'm glad you're past it, hopefully, because you said you used to. It's true. I know Cherokee, y'all, Cherokee really, really, I'm 6'5". See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were a tall man. So you can handle big. I'm 5'3". That's why I said I don't think I could walk some Rottweilers. I love some big dogs though. They're my heart. They really are. Um, Cherokee, even the nice ones, free from popcorn and cheese. He really. He's talked about feet, Lita. Mira, feet. Even the clean ones make me afraid. And he talks about he couldn't even have them touching him. Ay, Dios. Me and my sister go to the gym together. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good, young Rios. I took after my father. Me and some of my siblings are really tall. My father was 6'9". Really thick? Wow. Fun size. 6'9". Wow. I'm 6'5" and my wife is 5'1". See. She's 5'1", Sig. Wow. She's 5'1", y'all. 5'1". See. And you're 6'5". I had a female put her foot on it. But why, Cherokee? Somebody had to have really, really. I saw a little bit about your story earlier today. Somebody had to have really traumatized you. I have some pretty feet, Cherokee. I really do. Yes, she's really short, my wife. Yes. Compared to you, she's not short compared to me, but even though she is shorter than me. Man, 6'5", 5'1". That's awesome, though. I need me a tall man. I don't know. You had to have Cherokee. For real. Cherokee. For real. I have some pretty feet, and I know this is TMI, but I know, it wouldn't even matter. But me and feet do not get along. I'm 5'9" tall. Yes, that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall, young Rios. She always considers me like a bodyguard to her. Yes, sir. That's why. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by I need me a tall man. But I know, hijo Cherokee, man, y'all, he had me like crying, laughing one time. I think we were in DJ Tanya's chat. Yes. Ooh. I love a man with beautiful feet and clean nails. I love a man with beautiful feet and clean nails. Okay, my man would have to have some because I would make sure of that, though, right? I love that. Men who take care of themselves. Men who take care of themselves. SBK, why are you saying pause? Who are you pausing? Ay, Dios. I know I was TMI, but I really do. I really, I think I have some pretty feet, but I know, again, I know Cherokee would not care. And, but, ay, Dios. I was crying. I was crying laughing, for real. I was crying laughing um, when he was talking about, oh, my man. Yes, yes, Janice is. I know. I knew what you meant, Janice. Your man. But you know what, Janice? And you tell me if I'm wrong, because I am single. Okay, I am single. But you tell me if I'm wrong. No, thank you. I'll pass. See, he wouldn't. I know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even dare, because you would just. If you threw up, oh, Dios mío, no, that would be horrible. That would be horrible on, a self-esteem, right? That would be a horrible self-esteem thing for a woman. So I wouldn't even dare. Look, you better tell me in advance. Do you like feet? You don't like feet? I won't even bother. I won't even bother. Vaughn, you are still here. Alice, how are we going to go from tall men to her feet? No, pretty feet, nasty feet. Give me a sec. Can't do it. Okay, I know. I know. We don't need to be talking about all that. I was just saying, okay? Because I was thinking to myself, like, I know I'm pretty proud of mine, but I wouldn't even dare. I wouldn't even dare with Cherokee. Shay Love, thank you so much for being here, dear. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. She's saying hello to everyone. Vaughn, don't be laughing, y'all. I was just talking out loud. That's why I am pretty transparent. And I just said what I was thinking, but I was again thinking, if you told me you don't like them, we ain't even going there. That's okay. But I don't think I could be with a man that didn't like feet, y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Cherokee, you need to find yourself a woman that would not intimidate you with those feet. or try to put them on you, because hombre, no me. I have nightmares about feet. See, I'm telling you, you got to be with a woman that's going to, understand that, because I don't understand it. That's horrible. That's horrible. Pobrecito. My Spanish starts coming out, y'all, because I don't understand. That's something I say all the time, y'all. I don't understand. Yeah, but Cherokee is serious. He talks about that all the time. He's like serious about this stuff. That's why I say it had to be something that happened to you. Something. Wait a minute. Look at Vaughn. My husband makes me rub his feet. Ay, Dios mío. If you don't like it, then go get him a pedicure, girl. For real. Okay? Sig is saying hi to Shayla. Everyone, welcome to the Feet Chronicles channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Shut up, SBK. As long as she don't touch me with her feet, I'm good. See, but some of us women, if you tell us that, we're just gonna try to get you to love it, because you should love her, all of her. When you do fall in love with somebody, this is my thought. I don't think I've ever had somebody who just loved me unconditionally, right? Except for God. Thank you, Jesus. But I would want somebody to love me, all of me, my quirks, my craziness, there's got to be someone out there. Gotta be. Yeah. There's got to be someone out there that God is preparing to love all of my craziness, y'all. For real. That's what I imagine. That's what I'm saying. That's why exactly. Hey, we do that. You do it out of love because you love them. That's how I see it. That's what I would imagine. Do you talk about feet on the first date or do you wait? At me? Well, so first of all, I wouldn't talk about feet on the first date, but Cherokee should. See, in my opinion, if you have a phobia for something, you better bring it up. You better bring it up. No, don't you think? What do y'all think? Cherokee better bring it up. Cherokee, yes, and that's great. That's great, Vaughn. Believe me. Believe me, Vaughn. I am not against it. I'm a very giving person. I love love. I love. I would do the same thing, is what I'm trying to say. I would do the same thing. Alice, right, before we move on, take those shoes off. Jeez, shut up. That's what, in my opinion, Cherokee, that's what Cherokee should do. If he has a phobia, oh yes. No, you don't even want to see him though. You don't even want to see him. So I wouldn't have to do that before we move on. It's traumatic, chill. It's traumatic. I'll pass. See, Cherokee says he'll pass. Be right back, Alice. Man, this is really transparency talk. I'm telling you, y'all, his feet big as my whole. Bob, you stupid. Six. It is Tuesday for me. It's 1:25 a.m. here for me. I live in Frankfurt, Germany. It's in the morning. Ah, yes, it is time. Time difference. She will have to sleep with her shoes on. See, nombre. That's why. Are you single, babe? Are you single for real? You gotta find yourself someone who will sleep with their shoes on. See, I have fun trolling him though. Vaughn, you crazy. You crazy, Vaughn. You freaking crazy, for real. Janice, they're heavy. Oh, what in the world? You crazy. Vaughn, what size does he wear? Out of love, including SBK. Don't be talking about people's feet. No, SBK, there will be no corn popping. SBK, bro, you don't understand. I'm single, yes. I don't know, Cherokee, you're gonna have to lead with that one. Feet don't fail me now. Nothing wrong with big feet. I wear young. And I'm over here complaining about my son wearing size 15. 16 and a half shoe. You have to order yours. You have to order them special made, Sig. Straight up hammer time in the feet. Janice. Ay, Lord. No SBK toe jam and corns. No, thank you. Cherokee. I see you're gonna have to lead with that, Cherokee. Go live so I can talk y'all the process. Ay, Dios. Vaughn, is your son tall like me, Thrive? My son right now is the last time he measured, he's 6'1". He's 6'1" right now, but he's 17. I think 6'1" or maybe 6'2". I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The last time he actually was, I think the last time he was 6'1". 16 and a half? Yes, that's right. I mean, that's crazy. It's huge. I have huge feet, Alice. I have to get my shoes customized. See, I knew it. I knew you had to get them customized. You had to. I don't know why this got into feet. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. TMI, TMI. Doesn't that happen a lot here? Man, that dude is a monster. He's talking about my son. I think he's 6'1". Maybe he's probably pushing 6'2" now. I'm not sure. But the last time he was actually measured, he's 6'1", size 15. It's not me. You're the one that has to pause. But no, but he's still growing. That's my son. That's my baby. That's my baby, y'all. I wish I was shorter. Ugh. I try to say it the way you would say it. My oldest son is 15. He's 6'2". My other son is 12. He's 5'10". I have a daughter. She's 8 years old. I'm not sure of her height. I'm sure she's already tall. Size 13 wide, y'all. You're 6 foot. Okay. Size 13 wide. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the wide part. That's why it's heavy. Vaughn, you're something else. That's probably the size of your thigh. Ay, Lord. But anyway, I am so sorry that this turned into a. I know, I know. I'm just going, talking about what we were talking about. I wear a 16 and a half shoe and I'm 6'5". Vaughn's crazy. Quit complaining, Vaughn. I wouldn't complain if I had that, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Ah. But anyway, I know it took a turn, Alice. I know it took a turn. It's because, man, y'all, Cherokee Cherokee speaks of that all the time. And anywhere he goes, that's why I laugh every time I see him. It's like it's so hard not to laugh when I see him in a chat, and for him to be in my chat. Oh wow, you know. But thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I just wanted to come on here and really honestly share some of why I started my transparent talks. It was never about trying to be perfect. It was just trying to be honest, trying to share some faith, trying to share some growth that I've gone through in my life, even if it was just kind of uncomfortable. But being transparent for me, that's why I say that I have to be transparent. It's like I was saying at the beginning, I don't like to just be just rigid or just be fake. I'm just me. I'm just me. And I no longer, what I learned this year, I no longer try to be anyone that I'm not. I used to, honestly, I used to feel that I had to try to be like other people, like I thought other people wanted me to be. You see, I'm quirky. I I have these, you know, I get these thoughts and I just speak my mind. Um, my dad used to have this saying for me, no tienes pelos en la lengua. And that is in Spanish, but it translates to English saying you don't have hair on your tongue. And that I know it doesn't sound very, you know, but if you think about it, your nose has hairs inside your nose because it keeps particles from going into your sinus cavity, and that's why we're supposed to have some type of hairs inside the nose canals. Okay, and that's what those hairs do. They keep particles and things from pollution, all that. It's supposed to protect you. Well, that's the same type of meaning that it means when he would say that I didn't have hair. Nothing was being stopped. I didn't stop to just speak. And that's who I am. I do though. I have grown And I think about, if I'm going to offend somebody, or if I'm going to make, you grow up, right? And it's not just saying things that are going to make somebody feel bad. Yeah, you learn those things, right? But I am still very, very real. I'm very, and it's just who I am, right? It's just a little bit about me. And if you've learned anything about me, that's very much who I am. But I used to feel that I had to fake it to make it. I used to feel that people didn't choose me because they were annoyed with me. But you know what? If you ever feel that way, that person that gets annoyed with you and that doesn't choose you isn't meant for you, isn't meant to be in your circle, isn't meant to be blessed to have you in their life. Because that's what it is. Anyone that has you in their life is blessed to have you. Yes, you, me, each one of us. I want you to take from me this year to learn that anyone who does have you in their life, make sure you believe and know without a shadow of a doubt they are blessed to have you. And those who have lost you are not blessed because they no longer have you. We have to make it a point to be cognizant of who we allow in our lives. We have to do that, because remember this from me. You cannot control anyone else. You can't control how they treat you. You can't control how they accept you. You can't control how they respond to you, but you can control how you give yourself to this world. You control that. That's the only thing you have control over, is you, me. I can't even control my son that I spoke of. I can't control him. I can guide him, lead him, teach him, encourage him, motivate him, but I cannot control him. And that is your superpower. How you control yourself. That is your superpower. And I hope even an inkling of what I've shared today and this entire year means something to either one of y'all, to any one of y'all. I hope it meant something to you. I hope you take something from it, even if people want to, try to remix it and make it about being footloose or any of it. I just hope that you take something undefeated. Oh, that is awesome, Ellis. That's a good one. That's a live I'll be missing. Feet Chronicles. So you're gonna have Feet Chronicles, SBK? Ay, Dios. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate it. Ay, Dios. I have tears and I can't see those letters, Lord. SBK is something else. I totally, he should have come up here too, since he wants to be trolling in my chat. That is good. That is good. You work nights. That is good. But anyway, like I was saying, since my bestie wants to be my troll today, I do want to, like I do all the time. I hope I want to, before I go, I want to share some affirmations with you all because I do this all the time. I've done it on my transparent talks. I want to give you something to just help you, some encouraging words that you can take, um, to to encourage you to take with you. Um, and I want to give you that encouragement before I go. Okay? You are stronger than you think. I want you to know that. I want you to believe it. You are stronger than you think. You've made it through things you once thought would break you. You don't need to have it all figured out to be moving forward. Move forward anyway. Your quiet consistency matters more than you realize. As long as you're continuing to be consistent, you can do it quietly too. You don't have to prove yourself to no one. God's grace is meeting you right where you are. Remember that. God's grace is meeting you right where you are. You are allowed to grow at your own pace. You're not running a race. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifetime long journey, long-term journey. You're trying to just be better. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. You're allowed to grow at your own pace. What you're becoming matters more than what you've been through. That one speaks to me deeply. What you're becoming matters more than what you've been through. You are not behind. Even if you haven't done everything you wanted to do or believed you would have done by now, you're not behind. You are becoming. Your honesty is strength, not weakness. That's not your weakness. Me being transparent, that's not a weakness. That's strength. To come on here and be transparent and share with you that many people think is a quirk or is a failure of me. That's my strength because I am sharing myself with those that will accept me. And if they don't, it's okay. It's okay. You are still standing for a reason. I want you to take that. You are still standing for a reason. And I want you to believe it. Thank you so much to you all for being here. If you needed a reminder before the year ended, I hope this was your reminder that you are still standing for a reason. I hope that spoke to you. I really do. I truly, truly do. Thank you so much for being here, for laughing with me, for, just enjoying this time that I really honestly am so thankful that I came on and wanted to share a little bit with all of you. Thank you, Sig. I appreciate it. Very good stream. Much love to you and happy holidays and happy new year to you and your family. Thank you so much, Sig. You too. One toe, two toe, three toe, four. Mess with me, my big toe raw. Janice, you're crazy. Heck nah. I'd roast all of y'all, these Speak Chronicles. Oh, Lord. Thank you so much for being here. I was trying to think it, Janice. Man, can y'all imagine Vaughn little self up against her husband's feet? I can't imagine it. She has to take a picture. That would be great, don't y'all think? We need a picture, Vaughn. We need a little video. You could do a short video, girl. That would go viral, I think. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Safe travels near and far. Thank you so much. Yes, Joe. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, Sig. I truly do. Honestly, I appreciate you all stopping in and being here. That's awesome. And I just want y'all to, I want to send y'all off with a little something, something, in case you missed it last time. I want to share it with y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm done. I'm done. Even the phone said it's done. Oh man, I have to stretch it out. Ah, but that feels so good. It really does. I hope all of you are doing something to better your health, your day, and anything to get your metabolism going, to get your blood flow. If you don't know what metabolism is, it's getting your blood flow. That way, everything in your body gets moving. And when you input something in your body, it moves through your body quicker. Okay? So, I hope that helps somebody. But come on, let's go. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Honestly, what are you waiting for? You know, you are the best project you will ever work on. Yourself. That's the best project you'll ever work on, because we are useless to anyone else if we don't work on ourselves first. We gotta fill our cups first. Faithfully, physically, mentally, man, intentionally. Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish strong. Let's go into this new year better than ever.
Thank you.